What's up, guys? Thank you again for joining me for bobKOTOR's Gaming News. Today, I'm here to talk to you about Blizzard's Heroes of the Storm, the next World of Warcraft expansion, as well as the Nintendo 3DS downloadable system update. So for my first story of the day, we have Blizzard's Heroes of the Storm, which is the brand new MOBA that they finally showed off the gameplay for at BlizzCon, which ended merely only a couple days ago. Now, if you don't know what Heroes of the Storm is, or what a MOBA is for that matter, a MOBA is similar to that of League of Legends, Dota 2, Smite, what have you. And Blizzard's MOBA is going to be one that more or less spans all of their franchises. So StarCraft, Diablo, Warcraft, all in one game using different characters, environments, and so on, all smashed into one that more or less looks really, really cool from the gameplay. I'll link the trailer for the gameplay in the description below, and I'll also be putting the actual Battle.net website so you can sign up for the beta. Now, a couple things that I found very interesting with Heroes of the Storm is two things in particular. One, their emphasis on trying to make more maps or gameplay objectives than just the normal 3 lanes that you see in each and every MOBA. So we'll see how that turns out when the beta finally releases, hopefully by the time the beta releases. The other one, and perhaps the most interesting of all, is that you won't be using items to build and upgrade your character over the course of the match. Instead, you'll be having specific skill trees depending on your character, and by the time you finish it, you'll have a custom ultimate for that character, which is the most interesting thing to me because of the fact that that means each and every character is going to be playing 100% differently than each and every character. So I've already signed up for the beta. To get to the beta, again, I'll link battle.net in the description below, but you would just sign in, go to your games and code section, go to the beta dropdown, and then click on Heroes of the Storm and update beta preferences. So with that, hopefully by the time they start sending out the invites, you will be one of the lucky people to get one, and I know I hope to be, so we'll just have to see. So for my second story of the day, the second huge piece of news to come out from BlizzCon, if you're a World of Warcraft fan or just an MMO fan in general, World of Warcraft's next expansion, the Warlords of Draenor, was finally announced. In this expansion, they're going to be increasing the level cap to 100, which was originally at 90. Now, one of the coolest parts about this expansion, if you're either already playing World of Warcraft, thinking of getting back into it, or just starting up for the first time, you actually get to, once you buy the expansion, level up any character from level 1 or whatever up to 90 and just play the new content right out of the gate, which to me is absurdly cool. I mean, thinking of the fact that whether or not how easy it is to level up in World of Warcraft nowadays or how much time it takes you, regardless, it's still a lot of time that most people don't really want to spend until they have to get to the end game. Now they can just get right all to the new content right when you put in the disc or download the install for the next expansion. Pretty cool. And the fact that they're updating the character models, something that have been ridiculously old and dated for a while now, actually have some pretty good updated models that they showed off a bit in the trailer, which I'll also be linking the full trailer for the expansion in the description below. I'll also be linking to the actual Warlords of Draenor website so you can see everything I'm talking about, as well as a brief show-off of those same character models. They have the orc, the gnome, and the dwarf available to be seen and looked at and turn them and different animations and so on and so forth. But also, in my opinion, one of the coolest, if not the coolest thing about this expansion is building your own personal, customizable garrison that you can add barracks to, have different characters take hold of it and defend it for you, send them out on missions to get loot. This kind of reminds me of what the Star Wars The Old Republic crew members did, where you can go send them out and maybe have them do your mining missions or your crafting missions, so you wouldn't have to spend the time and do it. That's just what I'm thinking it might be. No full-on details as of yet, as the expansion was just announced. But again, I'll be linking the trailer as well as the actual website down in the description below. And for my last story of the day, the Nintendo 3DS is getting a major system update next month. And now some of the things this system update includes is the Wii U's Miiverse. So the ability to communicate with friends and just other people online through pictures and art and that kind of thing is now going to be available through the 3DS as well. And as well as they're also going to be adding different apps to the 3DS, like YouTube, for example. So now you can do YouTube on even more devices, whether it be your phone, TV, computer, what have you. And now, for me, the biggest update of all, which is definitely a move in the right direction for Nintendo, is that the 3DS is going to be connecting or linking its ID with your Wii U, if you have one. So now that means if you have funds on one system, say $30 on your 3DS, and say $25 on your Wii U, that'll now be $55 on your Nintendo Network ID, which is a huge step in the right direction. I don't know why they didn't have this completed in the first place, considering Sony's had this done for years with the PSP and the PS3, never mind the Vita. So hopefully this will be just the start of Nintendo to move forward in the right direction in the digital age. If you remember me ranting a little bit about this in my Nintendo video, that Nintendo needs to take advantage of the digital options that they have available and make it more convenient for everyone, whether it be people playing on their home console on the Wii U or people playing on the 3DS. But definitely a move in the right direction. Hopefully seeing more things from Nintendo like this in the future. I'll link the entire Nintendo Direct presentation from today in the description below as well, so you guys can take a look at that. It's about a half hour long, but pretty good watch overall. And that's all the stories I got for you this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a thought or opinion, comment, what have you, feel free to leave it down in the section below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you liked the video enough, feel free to give it a share. But I just wanted to thank you guys again, and I will see you next time.